you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch you hate, watch them lurk. Can't relate, watch you skirt. Out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate, on sight. Red breed, red tight, set the bar, take flight. I've been grinding since a young and they told me my timing was coming. I've been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I've been eating since a young and since we ain't have food and I told me that life I was living ain't funny, but you cannot take nothing from me. Put that on my mama, my daughter, my cousin, my brother, I'll show. Way better not to tell you the type of dreams that they say. That's why I learned from my failures. Don't do the handouts or the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this paper. What's left behind, I'll see it later. To keep it real, you don't need to wait up. Lay it all on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, roll through the cracks. Spotlight on you, boy, you I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. If little bit, little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
How much that time got, Angie? What's the timer say? Okay.
Hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money quick, tryna get that second bag. Haters on the side like we flagging our play. The hoodie up with the soldiers on the map play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? You down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? I need you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? You down with me, down with me, down with me. Down with me, down with me, down with me.
That's the one right there.
She asked me what's my lifestyle. 255 steps to the sky. So many countries I cried. Shout out to the free drink and champagne.
But I see you part of me. I'm just a real ass bitch. Give a fuck about a trick. I'm some real ass shit. And we really with that shit. Put this pussy on your neck. Give a fuck about that dick. I get that and then I grab my shit and then I do it.
Real ass nigga, give a fuck like bitch. It is what it is, it's a boss like bitch. She a pink off freak, it's a month that I hate. It's a hot girl, so you know she gotta live. Know she gotta live. Hot girl, so you know she gotta live. Know she gotta live. Hot girl, so you know she gotta live.
College girl, but a freak on the weekend. He think he up even when I'm throwing weekend. He be tripping on me and I know the weekend. I got to break up with my nigga every season. Hot girl shit, I got one or two days. I can see it last night, but shit the next day. When we try to vote, kiss me in the boat. It go down on that brown, now we going both ways. I think with your mind, gotta say that shit. Should I take the love, should I take the deal? Oh, I can push you know a bitch problem. I'm a hot girl, so you know shit's happening.
Real ass nigga, give a fuck like bitch. It is what it is, it's a boss like bitch. She a pink off freak, it's a month that I hate. It's a hot girl, so you know she gotta live. Know she gotta live. Hot girl, so you know she gotta live. Know she gotta live. Hot girl, so you know she gotta live.
day. Yeah, I know, when I compliment her, she won't believe me. And it's so sad to think that she don't see what I see. But every time she asks me, do I look okay? I say, when I see your face, there's not a thing that I would change. 'Cause you're amazing, just the way you are. And when you the whole world stops and stares for a while. 'Cause girl, you're amazing, just the way you are. Her lips, I could kiss them all day if she'd let me. Her laugh, she hates but I think it's so sexy. She's so beautiful, and I tell her every day. Oh, you know, I never ask you to change. If perfect's what you're searching for, then just stay the same.
I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I can break you up. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on you. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on you. I don't be winning me so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them shit I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I'm up and down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'm a slow pacing. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, I get ready to told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck ass, y'all in denial. I get the chest on them and I'm is that big of the guy. Oh, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I can break you away. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. More action and no talk, I went quiet on it. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Hey, couple of bins up in my pocket. I don't want peace with wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. that's when I'm honest. Can't help but to reach heaven's heights, nah, that's just claiming that God promised. But I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, it's not a finesse. Boy, yo, stop it quiet, if it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body. Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. More action and no talk, I went quiet on it. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it.
Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can face it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings. I can tell now that she ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed. I'm just hoping she don't feel bad. What you do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you tryna do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you're missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, no. Told me that she good, she don't need that. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I got an estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. I go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like a plastic waste. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can face it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Ooh, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to let the LMPD go and get yourself this thing. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto Biz, what this pink stuff is. Gonna tell me. Yeah, you heard me, yeah, you felt me. I've been moving up and shaking, go and hit me on the set. Try to send me on something while I heard it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in your bag, I'm about to get in it. I'm like, automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can face it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Ooh, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something, calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed.
So now the lost to an injury. You're down to 6. And here's the hit on Jackson. Waller gets caught by Andrews. Wow, was that dangerous? The hit by Watt. And it'll be 4th down. Yeah, that was a very dangerous throw. And now he's trying to get 1st down. He's going to shoot a little quicker.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL Playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, as it's called, CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great NFC matchup between the Atlanta Falcons and the Seattle Seahawks. Albrecht Rosa set to kick off. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And this carries into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line. First carry for Carlos Hyde. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's sent him down.
That's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
I'm finally the king of the home castle. Castle leads. And so, I use thumbs at the time.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Oh, he's hit the muscle as he pulls it in. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 12 yards there in the first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there with a nice pickup.
First down, along with Hyde. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
From Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Here's McLeod. Bounds out the 14.
Wilson. And his throw here is incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Almost like he's second guessing a few things, and I think that he sees that not there.
Again denied out of the gun. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off. A pretty decent game.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Ben's debut, you see that. His debut was on this very field. He drew in 2004. Something along
from the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
A 52-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this will remain a scoreless game. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. And here's 1st down from the 42. To throw is Ryan. That will incomplete to D.D. Westbrook. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Over the head of James Washington. And the Steelers will come off the field again. In a hurry. This is the range of examples. This takes me back to the Latin days when they were in the early 2000s. You see much of that on the back. That was going to feel it. Actually, that's the first happening.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
3-yard down. I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks 7-yard line. 31 yards there on a first down. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
On first and goal, Gurley. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal.
Oh, yeah. It's actually a working pen. So let's review. Learn how tack pen has all the great features about tack life.
Now they'll employ the jumbo set now on second and 1.
You can take it anywhere. Can help you make quicker errors or quicker window in an emergency. It even functions like a regular pen.
They'll try to push it in with Gurley. And this will result in losing yardage back to the 3. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Third and goal, Gurley. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. They lost 2, and it brings up 4.
When the ball snapped from the 3 down near the goal line, I think in days gone by, we thought many teams would run the football, but on third down in today's game,
Come on, man. Fucking game.
instead spilled for a loss.
So what a off there. You figure that was an easy 3 points. Instead it turns into nothing.
And from that close of range, if you started left, your goose is cooked. And this thing, well, it never had a chance to straighten itself out.
Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They start the drive with Hyde. They find some open field here. Carlos Hyde, see you later. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. And you hear it all the time, but that's one of the dangers of the blitz. You get past that first wave, nobody else is there.
And when teams blitz, what they're trying to do is make you lose your poise, lose your timing and your tempo. But when you hold it together, you can really hurt them the other way, getting past that first wave.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. To throw is Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. High. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
All right, Brad, I know we're in early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
He's big and he's outstanding, and now it's like you have a guy that you feel you can move on the inside, but you just shut there. He's a hard
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's going to be down inside the 20 at the 15. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. From the gun, he gives it high. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
In on the stop, Devontae Casey.
No gain on the
A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Now Wilson on second down. They go screen pass to Hyde. 2 yards the loss, and now third and 12.
complete to Carlos Hyde. He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
No, it's just a dive, right? Just a dive. We're just going to hand the ball right up the middle. Whose responsibility is to take the quarterback? To free go. What are you doing? You tried to play in between. Remember, Watt kept showing you, go right to the quarterback. Him to do his job. When he's coming your way, you take him. If you're a little in between,
We're scoreless after one.
No score.
Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. They're on the march, but facing a third down here.
slams him down at about the 16. So they just run the football in the field.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And this is caught at the 8. And they're able to corral them right around the 8, and that's short of first down. They do get 9, that leads to fourth down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and you're just looking for a big break to take you over the top.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
He takes us from the 30 to the 34.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is second and 6.
This is just their dive for a different way. And we'll see this team, they want to run the ball over and over again, and they just impose the will on a team that doesn't get it close to very often. That was a big time job. Think about it.
Here's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down inside the red zone, past the Seattle 15.
Gain of 55 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there, partner. I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Now with 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Ryan to throw. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to draw that one free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
So make sure you call now during the Medicare annual enrollment period to make sure you are getting the benefits you deserve.
Throwing again. Ryan toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw again is Ryan. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Jalen Reed muscles his way in for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. If you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. When you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So it's a second missed field goal here in this first half. You'll have to think about that.
Additional benefits automatically. So call before the December 7th deadline. You may be able to save money and receive additional benefits. Call 800-781-7821. 800. Medicare benefits review. Call before the December 7th deadline. You may be able to...
So they try to throw Johnson, he's staying on top of the receiver. I think it's time to go back to just short stuff on him. He's felt it. He's like, oh, keep throwing deep, I'll keep staying out. The Steelers offense was a
throwing now. Wilson on 1st down. And incomplete. Will Disley, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
You see the jet sweep, Claypool comes by, gets misdirection, and you'll see 11 right there that you give the ball to a lot of the guys.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
You get that ball very quickly and deeper.
From the gun, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll take this to the far side of midfield before going out of bounds. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now high. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things are pretty stacked up there in the middle of their line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
In the first quarter, just took the intensity up. Set a little bit of a statement, but it's going to be like here today.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
How do you sort something like this out right now with so many bodies in the middle of that whole scrum? What you want to first do with the Jim is you want to try to get who initiated. You want to get the first one in.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Now the contact against the official could be
Now it's Wilson.
Will completely be moved on differently and added to it.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, they have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and forced an incompletion.
After the play, number 99.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Wow, that's huge. That's what the team's talking about. You can have offset penalties, but if you touch the official, that's going to win in the end. You have got to love to do that. Judon's day is done.
From the gun, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Going with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And Myers lines up yanking it. This is no good. Wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So without making excuses, you have to figure that this rain has had an impact now on both of his missed field goals.
It's one of those situations really difficult to practice for and to prepare yourself against. It's just a whole different animal kicking in the ring, and we've really seen him struggle.
Down left side on the swing pass. He'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Again, it's just going to be a slugfest. 2 yards in a closet. team here, they know the quarterback can put your hands up, especially 6 foot 8. He gets the double team right here. You see Castro does a great job of keeping vision on the quarterback. You're the guy getting double, get your hands up, clear the wall. 3rd and 7.
From the shotgun, Ryan. The open man is Westbrook. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Again, Ryan. He completes it to Westbrook. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. In the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. This one caught by Ridley, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And then just gets caught holding the ball a little long. And that is a fumble. They bring back out Barry, the punter. Elliott. And he stripped it. He was in on it. Ngakwe was in on it a little bit. Boyd was on it. Sherry will try to play. O'Shea stands at the 10. Sideways and takes it. Barry. Secure at the 7. This is concerning because the elbow that was surgically repaired last year, it's being massaged on the sideline by the team doctor, Jim Bradley, and this is the end of that play. It's a big deal. It's taking off for a year.
Ryan will throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Hayden Hurst in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where the tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
TJ Watt was in the area. Since Chris stopped this first half, that ball is slippery today just because the ground is so wet out here. You can see, normally that's not even a thing you think about. Lamar, I don't want you to protect all you like that a bunch.
No problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
2-minute warning.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He finds his running back, Hyde. And they're able to get this one across the 35. this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Another carry now for Gurley. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Ryan. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. And 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Flush to his right. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From midfield now, here's Ryan. That is incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him. It's Ryan. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. The opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
After the interception, here's Wilson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Go ball on the 43. Here's Hyde. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Wilson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
They'll run on first down. Hyde, and only able to muster a couple, down to about.
That might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett. 27 yards. And the Seahawks are going to read. Jason Myers now for the extra point.
7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First down, Atlanta.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
49-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
2nd and
10. Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Ryan going right back to Jones. This time the connection made. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. A slant to Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. 29 yards. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Now after Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep.
Down at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 37 yards. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They run high and give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Play action. Now Wilson. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run high, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the 4th. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
D.D. Westbrook on the return. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. On On the counter, Gurley. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Gurley, the ball.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
The Falcons on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Ryan. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Benson Mayowa in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Wilson. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Counter. This is high. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 38-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Another tote for the afternoon workhorse. It's Hyde. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On 1st down, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. on 2nd and 9. Wilson. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers.
At the 19-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Wilson wants to throw it. They go screen pass to Hyde. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Well, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And Hyde will not get there as they force him to the ground shy of the marker. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we from Seattle.